So here are some hands-on exercises to help you solidify your skills using semantic HTML for structuring the content on an HTML document. Cool. So we've got challenge 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and what you need to do is just click on this and bring up the image. And so here's an image of the New York Times back in the spring, January 24th, 2016, when I was teaching this class at the university. And so what you want to do is just print this page out and get a pen and start saying, what should these different areas be? Like what containers? How should we be holding this content? And so you don't need to be 100% thorough. Like you don't have to mark up every tag, but just generally sketch it out. So I'm going to give you the answer to, or one possible answer, my possible solution to the first one, so you could kind of see what I'm thinking. Now I did this in Photoshop, but you could do it just by printing it out and with a pen, because Photoshop can be cumbersome if you don't use it a lot. And so here I was like, well, I think I'll make this area up here the nav. And that's all going to be inside the header, right? Like this is all the header. And aside, should this little ad be an aside? What's the aside one do? Aside MDN. Let's see. A side element represents a section of the page with content connected tangentially to the rest, which could be considered separate from that content. These sections are often represented as sidebars or inserts. They often contain definitions, sidebars such as definitions. They may also be other types of information such as related advertisements. Cool. The biography of the author, web applications, profile info, or related links. Related advertisements. So just an advertisement over on the side. First month free. The crossword. I think those work because this is the New York Times. This is about the New York Times crossword. This is first month free. It's related. It's also somewhat an advertisement. I'm using a side there, right? And then my headings, we're going to learn more about headings, but I did like H1. This is what this page is about, right? In my outline, right? This is the main sort of bullet point. This is like heading 1, New York Times. And then heading 2, and we're going to learn more about this. You'll see it. It'll become more clear, right? Like, okay, that's heading 2. And then in main article, right? Like this is the main area of the page right here. And this is an article. It's an article, Here's a figure and here's the fig caption. So you can kind of take a glance at this page. Here's another figure, another fig caption, and see how I marked up part of it. So that's your goal. If you feel a little like, well, that's going to be a pain, yeah, right? Like get out your chisel, get your pieces of wood, and practice carving. Practice carving. That's the only way you develop skills. You don't just use divs. That's what the weak do, right? Like be strong, build it well, get better search engine results because you have a well-built page and you're going to signal to Google, I know what I'm doing. I built this page well. It's accessible. It's readable. You're going to be able to understand it, Mr. Search Engine, Mrs. Search Engine, more readily than if it just had a bunch of divs. You'll know what the different areas are. So it's going to help with your search engine ranking. So go through each of these images and print them out, use a pen, mark them up, and in the next video, I'll talk you through some of the aspects of the solutions I put together, and we'll at least look at all of them.